It's a scary thought, but I want you to just consider something for a second. There's a real chance that someone in your life right now is messing with your mind. Have you ever had that feeling, that nagging doubt where you start thinking, man, am I just being too sensitive? Or, am I overreacting again? You end up questioning your own feelings way before you'd ever question what they did.
And that's exactly the trap. It's this constant loop of self-blame, where you walk away from almost every interaction feeling like you're the problem, that you're the one who needs to fix something. But here's the thing, that feeling is incredibly common when you're dealing with a certain kind of person.
So I want you to hear this loud and clear. It is not your fault. What you're feeling is totally real, and it actually has a name. It's called manipulation. And the best part? Once you can see it and name it, you can start to fight back. So, today, we're going to pull back the curtain on 5 of the biggest tricks that manipulators use. We're going to look at some sneaky mind games, some really calculated emotional attacks, and then, the most dangerous one of all, the isolation play. See, once you learn to spot these 5 patterns, they lose all their power, and you get your power back. All right, let's kick things off with the first category, deceptive mind games. These are those really subtle psychological tactics that are designed to make you doubt yourself so you'll just give in. We're going to break down 2 of the heavy hitters, guilt tripping and gaslighting. First up, we've got guilt tripping. This is the absolute classic go-to move for when you dare to say no. The whole point of a guilt trip is to make you feel like a selfish, awful person for just having your own needs or your own limits. And what I love about this slide is how clear the difference is. Look, you say no to something, a normal, healthy person just goes, okay, no problem. End of story. But a manipulator, oh no, they turn it into a full-blown performance. You get the loud sigh, I guess I'll just do it all by myself then. Suddenly you feel like you just kicked a puppy. And that feeling, that is the manipulation at work.
So how do you counter it? Well, it's surprisingly simple, but it does take some guts. You just say, I can't. And that's it. No big explanation. No, I'm so sorry, but because those are the things they feed on. They are literally training you to feel bad, and the only way to win is to refuse to play the game.
Okay, let's get into the next mind game. And honestly, this one is just so damaging. It's called gaslighting. This is where they intentionally rewrite history right in front of you. They'll deny things they said, twist what happened, and they do it all to make you question your own sanity.
Tell me if this sounds familiar. You remember something perfectly, crystal clear, a promise they made, something they said. But when you bring it up, they just hit you with this. And they say it with so much confidence that for a split second, you actually start to wonder, wait, did I imagine that?
So here's the big question you need to ask yourself. How often do you walk away from this person feeling confused or literally thinking, am I going crazy? If the answer is a lot, that is not a coincidence. That is the goal of gaslighting. Healthy relationships don't make you feel like you're losing your mind.
The only way to break this cycle is to make a very conscious choice to trust your own brain more than you trust their words. Write stuff down. Save the text messages. Not to be paranoid, but just to have an anchor to what's real. And when they start to argue, just state your truth calmly, well, that's not how I remember it, and then refuse to get into a debate about your own reality.
All right, so moving on from those sneaky mind games, let's talk about our second category, calculated emotional attacks. These are way less about confusing you and a lot more about weaponizing emotions directly against you.
First up is playing the victim. Oh, this is such a sneaky one. You finally get up the courage to tell them that they hurt your feelings, and somehow, by the end of the conversation, you're the one apologizing to them. They completely flip the script, making themselves the injured party, and your original point, it just gets totally lost. And you can see the pattern so clearly here, right? Step 1, you try to talk about your feelings. Step 2, they just completely fall apart. They start crying or get defensive. saying things like, "I guess I'm just a horrible person then." And then, boom, step 3, you're no longer the one who was hurt. You're now their comforter. If this happens all the time, it's absolutely a tactic to dodge responsibility.
Next up, the backhanded compliment. This is the fine art of the insult disguised as praise. It's designed to do just one thing. Slowly, bit by bit, chip away at your self-confidence, all while giving them an out so they can say, "What? I was just giving you a compliment." You're just left feeling kind of confused and a little worse about yourself.
And here is the perfect example. On the surface, it sounds like they're praising your courage. But what they're really saying is, that outfit is pretty weird, and most people wouldn't have the nerve to wear it. It's a little jab wrapped up in a pretty bow, and the whole point is to keep you feeling just a little insecure. Okay, now for our third and final category. And I really need you to pay close attention here because this is often the most dangerous trick in the book. It's the isolation play. The goal here is actually terrifyingly simple. They want to cut you off from your support system, your friends, your family, everyone, until the manipulator is the only person you have left. Because when you're alone, you're dependent. And when you're dependent, well, that's when they have total control. And these are the red flags you just cannot ignore. You see the pattern? They start to find something wrong with everyone else in your life. Your best friend is suddenly a bad influence. Your family just doesn't get you. They create this whole story where it's them and you against the world. But really, it's just them against you. So here's the bottom line, and I mean this. There is zero gray area here. If anyone ever gives you an ultimatum and makes you choose between them and the other important people in your life, you choose everyone else, every single time. Someone who really cares about you wants you to have a rich, full life. A manipulator just wants you in a cage.
So we've gone through the tricks, we've seen the patterns, but just knowing this stuff isn't enough, right? Now we got to talk about what you can actually do about it. Let's talk about reclaiming your power.
So I've got a little challenge for you this week. Just pick one of these tricks we talked about. Let's say it's guilt tripping. The very next time it happens, make a conscious decision that you are not going to fall for it. Just say, "I can't," and then stop talking. And then just watch. Watch what happens when their favorite trick suddenly stops working. Their reaction's going to tell you everything you need to know. And I just want to leave you with this last thought. You know, getting manipulators out of your life can feel like you're losing something, but you're not. It's a trade. You're trading chaos for peace. You're trading confusion for clarity. You're not losing a person. You are gaining yourself back. And that is everything.